we got her loaded up on the back of the old vert. And some random dog. But alrighty everybody, so well, you seen in the video we took the white Jeep out, we had drive shaft problems. Well, I built the anti-wrap bar for it, and guess what? I spit it out again. You'll see that in another probably short clip, or I'll probably put it in the video or something. Little bump.
I think I'm talking about it wrong. Okay.
We went road. We carried actually both Jeeps out, the 2-man and the white Jeep, and both of them broke the drive shaft in both of them. So after never having drive shaft problems, rear drive shaft problems, now that's all I have. Well, which I'll show you here later, but I'm pretty sure what my problem is these back springs have got so wore out, and didn't add in the cage and everything, that's sagging them down. Was the springs wore out, it's letting the axle wrap more now. So I think I have a problem to stop it, but I'm not for sure yet. I'll let y'all know exactly on that here in a little bit, once I measure everything out and see if it all worked right. But you can see here, we got her loaded up on the back of the old vert, and we're gonna go try and see if we can't fix this little problem. Because you can see here, you can see how low the back sits to the front, and you can see the springs. Well, you can see the springs, how they're just bowed up and stuff. So I got some ideas of how I'm gonna fix it. I'm sure other people's done it other ways, but this is the way I'm gonna give a whirl. So I'm gonna head up my dad's house, because that's where the other stuff is I need, and we're gonna jack at the back of this thing and get her tore apart, and I'll kind of show y'all what I'm doing. But yeah, what do y'all think about the vert here with a gooseneck on the back hauling this heavy load? I mean, it pulls it great. It's got airbags in it, as y'all can see right there. That Schrader valve, it's got, can't really see them. I don't know if it'll adjust. Oh yeah, you can see it's got the airbags that run through there. I'm actually wanting to, because obviously I don't use the AC on this thing, I want to take the AC compressor and make onboard air for it, and then make valves where I can do it. Just have 2 valves with a pressure gauge, and then I set the air like that, so I ain't got to get an air compressor every time and air the bags up. But I'm gonna get her down the road here, and we're gonna get over there and start tearing it apart, and I'll pick you up and let y'all see what we got in this mind and how this brain works. But let's see what happens. All right, guys. So we're out here at my daddy's house, and here's the idea. Here's the idea I have. So here's the Jeep. I got one tire off. I was just kind of looking at it and pulled the brake caliper off. But you can see the springs wore out. I built them, but it still seems like the spring's so wore out, it's letting it go up and axle out. So to get the spring a little stiffer, instead of putting more XJ springs in it, I have these. These are the bottom leaves out of a 63-inch Chevrolet spring. They're in the back of my white cab truck. It was 4-link front and had them in the rear. When we build it back, it's going to probably end up just getting 4-link in the rear. So I figured it wouldn't hurt. And plus the top leaf, the main leaf, were already S-ed on it, so it ain't gonna hurt. I want to do something different there anyway. So I'm gonna try to, I don't know how many I'm gonna put yet. If I'm gonna put 1 or 2 of them in here, but I'm gonna put some of them in there. And then also, if it'll focus under here, also I'm gonna take it, and I don't know, I ain't looked at it and mapped it out and see what it runs into, but either on this side or this side, whatever works better, I'm gonna build a mount. It comes up yay high or so, and I'm gonna build just like a top 3-link bar just to help it from wrapping. I think it'll help it a lot. That's what I did on that's what I did on my cab truck. I ran a full ladder bar on it first, and it worked good. But then when I 4-linked it and done them axles and stuff, it already had a truss on the rear end. So instead of doing the whole ladder bar setup, I just did that. Ran the leaf springs with pretty much the top 3-link bar on it, and it done great. I never had another drive shaft issue out of that truck. So I'm really hopeful, or really thinking that that'll cure the problems off on this too. So boys, it hurt to try. I mean, we got to do something. I also got, so I've already broke about every yoke I have, and I'm tired of ruining yokes. So you can see here, Iron Rock Off-Road, they have a direct replacement 1310, same U-joint and everything, but it's the U-bolt style instead of the strap style, and I've always liked them a little better than the straps. So on this Jeep we're going to do that. We're going to swap over to this yoke, and they also have the bigger, the tits right there, they're a little bigger, so hopefully that'll help them from coming off. So so maybe I'm gonna try to, I've never done one, I'm gonna try to do a time lapse maybe. If you see it in the video, I figured it out and it worked out pretty decent. If you don't see it in the video, I'm still figuring it out. So but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can look into this camera and see how a time lapse deal works, and get the camera set up and start tearing it apart and get this rear end out and see what we can cobble together and make. So we'll see how it goes. Well, the GoPro got too hot out there in the sun, and that's why the time lapse cut off. I just watched it back. Seems pretty decent. I feel like I'll slow it down a little bit. The thing is moving. Looks like I'm running like a dang cheetah. But anyways, so you see in the time lapse we got the rear end dropped down from the springs. I got them springs off of that main one. I don't know if you can see it. Some random dog. But all right then, yep, I'm gonna get this dog out of here and get back to work. Alrighty, well, we got our, after our dog encounter there, went ahead and slung it back together. We got it on the trailer, loaded back up. The back sits a little higher than I'd like, but definitely a lot stiffer. Not too stiff, but holding it up, the springs are a lot stiffer. Ain't got bend and stuff to them. I'm probably just gonna go back to a stock shackle instead of having the lift shackle on it to lower it back down. And then it don't sit terrible. It sits a little, I think it's a little bit up in the back. And that's just, feel like you're driving, scuba diving. But you can see there, I got the drive shaft back in it. Got the iron rock off-road yoke with the straps on it. It looks pretty good, everything looks straight. Got the shocks back on. Need to replace that shock. You can see, well, it'll focus. There's no bushing in that shock. But other than that, I'll be ready to ride it. And also, I got to do something to the fans. That's when we went out, we had a problem with the fans. And instead of wiring it back in like it was supposed to be, because I think that was part of the issue, or like wiring it back in the way I had it to finish the ride out, I just made it where just touch them together. And I think what I'm gonna do is I have a main power kill switch that I'm just going to put up there in the middle or something, or up there on the dash, and you click it on and it powers all the fans and everything. It'll pretty much be the key, the on and off key. And that'll work a lot better. Right now I have everything run through one little wire. I know, not the smartest thing, but I feel like it's drawing too much for it. It wasn't letting the fan turn as fast as it's supposed to, and it was what's the word I'm using? Burnt the fan motor up. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna go to the house and get this unloaded, and we go pick another van up for one of my buddies that he's on Derby. And we may ride a little bit Saturday. We may not. I'm not for sure yet. If we do, I'll get some videos of that and put it on this. But if we don't end up riding, I hope you liked the little video. I know it probably ain't that long. It just, I was messing with it today and figured out a video and get it out. But if you did like it, give the video a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you think it'll do. If it'll work pretty good, or if we're gonna still have the same problem. Well, other than that, I hope y'all have, I can't even talk. Well, hope y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.